What is up, my fellow Chibits? Today I'm here to bring you an anime first impression / review on Musaigen, a new anime series airing in winter 2016, being made by KyoAni. And if you know KyoAni, they're very famous for some of the works they made in recent times, and to really say, I've been looking forward to this series quite a bit since its announcement, and I found out that it was going to be done by KyoAni, because usually they have some pretty cool series to watch. Now, the first episode, my overall impressions of it, very colorful. A very colorful first episode that stood out from the recent works of what KyoAni has done. Now, I'm not saying that this is the best thing I've ever seen, but I have to say that when it comes to the way the first episode was done, I just love how KyoAni's trying to branch out just a little bit and do something a little bit different than their normal slice of life series. With this anime series, we have it to where it focuses around, like, magic to, you know, the human brain changing to where, like, they have a different type of reality. Where like fantasy and reality is mixing and they're able to comprehend things that they normally never could see maybe many years ago. It's kind of like this. Let's say how animals or whatever, everybody's probably heard this at one point in time in their life, to where animals could probably see things that we can't, or, you know, kids can see things that adults can't. Well, that's pretty much what this is. You have it to where these supernatural beings that nobody could see before, everybody can now see them thanks to this like chemical that leaked out and changed everybody's brain, and it had it to where these new people that were born, like new kids and children that are born in recent times, they also have abilities unlocked. So some really cool stuff with this first episode. It's nothing entirely original, but it really comes down to how its execution is done and where KyoAni takes the series and how it develops its characters. Now, besides that, however, let's talk about the color palette. The color palette of the series is absolutely gorgeous. I love the coloring in all the different scenes throughout this episode. The backgrounds, to the characters, to the way some of the fighting scenes were done. Yes, there is a fight scene in this, and that actually kind of surprised me. So we can expect some form of action in this series, Musaigen, and I wonder exactly how much action we're going to get if they do show any in the rest of the series. But for now, though, focusing on other things, what is the main concept of the series? Well, so far from my understanding, you have it to where the world is different because, you know, you have it to where children are now being born with powers, and you have it to where reality and fantasy are kind of mixing. And because of this, there's phantoms that people can now see, which cause problems for others. And so, there's certain clubs or things in different schools to where they hunt down phantoms, troublesome phantoms, to where they don't cause issues for normal day human life. And that's kind of what the main concept of the series is. It has it to where our characters or cast of characters are introduced, are a part of a club, fighting members, and kind of stopping phantoms from causing problems. Which, I gotta say, that limbo scene in this episode was one of the things that stood out the most to me when I was watching this episode. Like, holy shit, that limbo scene, the physics with the boobs, just like bouncing and shit. Like, that's some High School of the Dead type shit I just saw there. Like, I'm like, really? The boobs just, you know what, I'm not gonna say shit. Yeah, I'm not. It's just like, why? You know, I mean, the fan service, I guess, yeah, okay, but still, like, my god, like, I did not expect something like that, like, you know, I guess gravity-defying boobs being able to dodge limbo pole. It's just like, what? And besides that, however, the episode was very, I don't want to say average, because it was average, but it wasn't average. I hopefully you understand where I'm going with that. But it was enjoyable. Definitely very enjoyable. Out of all the things from this season so far I've seen, but I've only seen like 2 new things. I've, you know, always seen Prince of Stride and then seen this series. This is definitely one of the better ones so far. Like, one of my favorites. I mean, I've only seen 2 things so far, but yeah, if that means anything whatsoever. So give it a shot. You might like it. If you like KyoAni, I think you might like the series. Just give it a shot. Just see for yourself if you like it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You all have a wonderful day or night wherever you live. Please be safe. Chibi out.